Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a makeup tutorial on this look right here. I love how this makeup look turned out, and I loved when I saw this makeup look for the first time on Paula Foxia. If you guys don't follow her on Instagram, she's an amazing human. She's so gorgeous. This look is 100% inspired by her scents, and it's just so different and eye-catching with the glitter cutting the crease. I really like this makeup look because it's a cut crease, which is like something that's done all the time, but by cutting the crease with a line of glitter, it just changes the look completely and makes it so interesting and fun to look at and fun to create. So when I first saw her do this makeup look, I was like, can I even do that with my eyelid? Once I opened my eyes, it would just like fold into the eye sockets. I practiced and I figured out how to do it. Usually I don't practice my makeup looks before I film them, but this time I was like, I need to practice just so that when I teach you guys, I'm not a hot mess. So I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial, and let's go ahead and get started. First step is priming your lids always, and I'll be using the MAC Prep and Prime for this. I'm just going to use my finger to apply it and evenly distribute it along my entire lid. Next, you always want to set your eyeshadow base so that way the cream doesn't stay sticky or tacky on the lid and the powders will glide easily. And I like to focus most of the color on the brow bone, and then whatever's left over, work my way down to the crease. Next, I'm taking this nice reddish orange tone, and this is from the Viseart palette as well, on a small definer brush, and what I'm doing is roughly mapping out where I want the crease to be. If you have any issues like me, you see I have these folds, so I constantly have to check to make sure that once my eye is open, the cut crease doesn't get sucked into my eye sockets. So I'm just working around it and making sure to draw it in slightly higher. And I always keep a blending brush next to me so that I could blend away the edges of every line that I make. So after every step, I always take the blending brush and go over those lines. That way it just makes the process easier to blend as you go. I'm now taking this flat brush by Smith Cosmetics, and I'm going to take a tiny amount of concealer, a very tiny amount, and really clean up that crease because I did make such a rough sketch of the crease that I want to make it really sharp. So if you make any mistakes, you can always do this and it's totally fine, and it makes it look really clean and sharp, and that's what we want. So after I have like a solid line now that it's clean, it's sharp, it's the shape that I need, I'm going to really build on that red-orange color and keep building, keep blending until it's as dark as I want it to be. I want the crease to have a really nice gradient from dark to light, so I'm taking the dark brown shade in the palette and I'm going to apply this closest to the crease, or the faux crease that I created here, and just go right along the edge there. And like I said, always buff away whatever lines you make right after, so everything stays nice and smooth. I decided I wanted a super defined dark line going across the crease, so I took a Tarte liner brush with that same brown eyeshadow, and very lightly, with hardly any pressure, I'm just feathering that dark brown eyeshadow along the crease line. Now going into this palette that I'm really excited about. This is the Urban Decay Alice Through the Looking Glass palette. I'm taking this really pretty iridescent pink shade, and I'm going to pack that on to the lid and really just clean up that crease, clean along the edges, and I'm also going to sweep that eyeshadow right above the crease down and out towards the tail of the brow, just right over here. So this is the tricky part of the makeup look, especially if you have a difficult crease situation. So you want to make sure that your eyes are open when you're applying this, because you don't want to apply it and then you open your eyes and the glitter gets like sucked away into the abyss that is the eye socket. So I'm taking Future by LA Girl. This is just like a gold liner and it doesn't have glitter. I couldn't find the Urban Decay liner that I wanted to use, but this is what I used when I practiced anyways. And I dipped it into the Lit Cosmetics Beach Baby Glitter. So first I'm going to make the line with the gold, and when it's wet, I'm going to then tap the gold loose glitter on top. You want to make sure to work in slow, steady strokes. That way you have a smaller chance of making any really big mistakes. And here I'm just tapping that glitter right over it while it's still wet. Moving on to my gel liner, I will be using the Inglot black gel liner with the same Tarte brush that I was using earlier, and just create a wing. And then I'm going to apply a coat of mascara. This is the new Too Faced waterproof mascara, which is really, really, really good. It makes your lashes curl. I just have a really hard time taking it off, but it works amazing. And of course, I'm using my iconic lashes by House of Lashes. It always helps to go over your lash band with a liquid liner. That way it hides any lash glue, and it just looks a lot cleaner. And of course, I'm going to quickly fill in my eyebrows. I do have a video coming up soon with a full brow tutorial. For foundation, I'm going to be using the Benefit Hello Flawless. This used to be a favorite of mine back in the day. I don't know why I stopped using it, because I started using it again the other day and I remembered how much I loved this foundation. I'm in the shade, oh shit, beige. Beige. So I'm just taking that on my Beauty Blender. Stippling it on. The reason I love the Benefit Hello Flawless is because it gives you full coverage, but it also makes your skin look not super matte, but not oily. It just kind of looks healthy, dewy, without being too oily. It's like the perfect finish. I would bring my foundation down my neck, but I'm literally going to bed right after this. I think it's like currently 1 a.m. So we'll just pretend that my neck is just as covered in foundation as my face. For NARS, I'm gonna go in with my favorite concealer, and it's the Creamy Concealer in Ginger. So I also use a concealer to go right underneath the liner to make it really sharp. So we'll cut a bitch. Yes. Beauty blender, blend it all in. Every single day I say, Des, don't film late, film early in the day so that, you know, you could slay the rest of the day, you could take pictures, you could go out and run errands with just great makeup on instead of looking like a potato. And yet, here I am, filming late. Nobody's gonna see it. I'm about to make Steven take me to Denny's real quick, you know? Now I'm going to set my under eye concealer using my Laura Mercier translucent powder. This is my Dose of Colors setting powder brush. I gotta make this really ugly face. Make sure that, you know, you have to set before you crease. I get a shadow here that makes my nose appear wider, so I'm going to kind of put that there to make my nose look a little bit more narrow. Just bake it real quick. Just a quick bake. Also here on these laugh lines, I need to drink more water. I notice that when I don't drink water, my under eyes get really creasy. I'm dehydrated from that New York trip, you feel me? A little too turnt. All right, so I'm gonna set here under my eye, but I'm not gonna set anywhere here. We're about to put some cream highlighter on, and you don't wanna put cream on top of powder. I know I say bake, but I literally just do it for 2 seconds, and then I just get impatient and dust it off. All right, so we're gonna use a new product. I'm really excited. I just got this. This is the PAT McGrath Labs Golden Shiny Stick, and I also have the highlighters here. People made fun of me for the way I said the name. Am I saying it wrong?
PAT McGrath?
PAT McGrath.
Is it TH?
Yes.
PAT McGrath.
Highlights. It's on you if I'm wrong. All right. Anyways, amazing makeup artist. Obsessed with these products, and I've had my eye on like every product ever made. When I see photos, I die, so I was really, really excited to get these. This one is fine gold, and obviously it has more of a gold undertone. So if you see this one, it is iridescent pink. I'm debating using this just because it might pull in with all the pinks, and it's a fun highlight. So it looks like this with an iridescent pink sheen, which might look really cool with this makeup look, you know, very artistic. This one is the fine gold. This is like, ooh, oh God, I just die for this one. And this is on like a really dry hand. No primer, super dry skin, so it's still looking really good, but I feel like this might look really cool. Oof, I'm gonna go with this one just because it's different than what I usually use. I'm glad we made that decision together. Thank you guys. First, I'm gonna use the highlighting stick. So one side has a balm, Just like a clear balm, you know, for photo shoots when you want to look wet. And this side is the cream highlight side. Similar to the other cream highlights I use, like Benefit, thank you Steven, Sonia Kashuk. This one is in the shade Nude. I'm just gonna use my ring finger and apply that to the tops of my cheekbones. And this is gonna be our base. Ooh. I apply with one finger and then I blend out with another because you don't want it all over the place. So I'm just gonna slowly build this up. So you could wear this by itself and give yourself just a really effortless glow. Not too crazy. You know, maybe you've been at the beach sweating a little bit, but like a sexy sweat with shimmer. And we're just gonna go in with the iridescent pink. Oh, I'm so happy I went with the pink. Oh, oh my god. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Are you seeing this, Steven? I was actually really scared of this color. I love that the highlight is pink. It's not about natural highlights anymore. Everyone knows it's not natural. Alright, so I'm gonna go in with the golder one to do the nose and lip highlight because I think pink would be maybe a little racy. This one's actually like really gold as well, but I love the way it looks. For bronzer, we're going to use a different bronzer. Today, I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Beached Bronze Bronzer, and this is in the shade Bronzed. Take that on my tapered blush brush by Dose of Colors. Just going to really blend that with the highlight. Along the hairline, jawline. I don't want to go too crazy with the face makeup. I want to keep it very soft, if you will. What I'm trying to say is I want the highlight to be stronger than the contour and bronzer. I want the bronzer to be a little bit more subtle. And then I'm just going to go ahead and take my MAC Studio Fix powder in NC45 with a Smith Cosmetics brush in 247. And I'm going to do my nose contour right quick. Then I take my Beauty Blender and just kind of go right over that to make it look a little bit more natural. Alright, so for blush, I'm going to try this one. It's new from BECCA. It's the Luminous Blush, and it's very shimmery, so we'll see how this goes. This is in the shade Tiger Lily. It's nice because I thought it was going to be super sparkly because when you look at it, it's kind of like really shimmery, but it just kind of looks like a nice, healthy sheen.
Complements the highlight.
Complements the highlight. Yes, Sven. Have to finish my under eye now that we finished the face makeup. So I'm gonna take the same color that we used in the crease, this one here. I'm actually gonna mix it with this one here to soften it up a little bit and apply that on my lower lash line because our upper eye is like super heavy, so we have to balance it on the lower because it's bald right now. So let's just go ahead and smoke that out. And then I'm going to take the dark brown shade as well and define the outer part of the lash line closest to the waterline. So right around this area. And then I just decided to apply this in the waterline. This is Crybaby by ColourPop. It's just this lavender pencil. Alright, and then after I'm going to go ahead and use the same highlight that I used on my cheeks as my inner corner highlight of the eyes. Before I do my lipstick, I'm going to use the Urban Decay makeup setting spray. Oh, I forgot to put mascara on my lower lashes. I'm going to do that too off camera, just so you know. I forgot to do it this time because I'm still getting used to it. I was watching Mac Daddy Snaps. What he does, and it works so good, he puts Fix Plus by MAC all over his face, and then as it's like slightly drying, oh, I saw this on his YouTube channel actually, you put the highlight before your Fix Plus dries or your setting spray, and it just like makes the highlight pop even more. I already did it the other way, but I just wanted to give you guys that tip because I learned it on his channel. Okay, so for my lips, I'm gonna line them using Hazelnut Tea by Laura Mercier. I'm going to be using the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in London to fill that in. I was just sharing on Snapchat how these are really, really good, affordable cream lipsticks. Alright, so that is it. This is the finished makeup look. I really loved filming this makeup tutorial. I felt so inspired, and I just want to say thank you guys so much for also sending me all the inspirational images. I know a video back I was talking about how I was a little bit in a makeup funk and I was feeling just like not inspired at all, and so I felt like it was killing me to make a video when I didn't feel inspired. And so when you guys sent me all those photos on Twitter, it really just, I feel like, re-energized me. I love how this makeup look turned out. I just wanted to say thank you guys. And if you have any other requests, keep sending me photos. I have saved a lot of requests from you guys, so I have ideas for upcoming videos. And that is about everything. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.
What is your problem?
She better call Becky with the good heart. Shade. These baby hairs are really... That's right. I slay. I slay. Can a bitch get a bobby pin up in here?